Hello. All right, you guys. So this is what our current door hanger looks like, but we're going to put something on the back. So that way we can just flip it over back and forth whenever we want. And if you guys don't remember, I actually hung this bow, like I pushed it through where you can hang it from the back side. So we can remove this bow, no problem. We don't even have to glue it in. We can just remove it because that is what we use to hang onto the door, okay? So we're going to take this and we're going to put something on the back side, and we're actually gonna paint a watermelon, you guys. So these are the colors I have here, and the keyword today is summer, so feel free, just type in that word summer and I will send you a full list of everything we use today, okay? But we're actually gonna lighten up the red just a bit as well, okay? Hi. So I've got my napkin here. Okay, so we're gonna lighten up the red just a smidge. So I'm gonna put some red on here. I'm also going to put a little bit of white on here. And if you guys are new here, please let us know so we can welcome you. And if you're returning, hello. So I'm not gonna add too much white because I really don't wanna make it too pink. I just wanna lighten up the red just a little bit. Okay, so now that I've got that in here, I think that's actually a really good color. I'm gonna add a little bit of water because we are gonna wanna paint with this, okay? So we're gonna use our placement tape and we're gonna block off half of the round so that way we have a straight line all the way across when we go to paint our watermelon. Okay, so we're just gonna mix that up there. I'm gonna set that aside for a bit. We're actually going to come in here and we're gonna paint, how did I do this? Oh, well, how did I do this before? Oh, I have my other white. Here it is. This is the one I paint with. Hi, you guys. Oh, where am I at? Oh, thank you so much for sprinkling. You guys, you have no idea how much sprinkling my videos means to me. So whenever you have a chance to ever share or hit the heart button or like the button, that just means a whole lot to me, okay? So I definitely appreciate you guys for doing that because that gets more people here, right? And everybody wants to craft. Everybody needs to craft. Let's rephrase that. Everybody needs to craft because it's just such a stress reliever. So I am here to help you come up with ideas. Maybe it'll spark some interest or pop an idea in your head that, you know, you might just get a little bit of motivation or inspiration to do something and change it up and make it your own, right? So I have this one. Let me go ahead and put our placement tape up. Where did my tape go? It's here. I know it's here because it was right. Oh, it's right here. Whoops. Oh, thank you. My mom did my hair today because, you know, it's summer. That's usually about when she does my hair. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bit lower. Maybe about right here. I want to make sure that my words fit on here. So I'm going to do the word summer. I think it'll fit. I think that looks good. Let me just make sure it's straight, okay? Yeah, it's straight enough. So I've got my water, my paintbrush, and my white paint. Now I'm gonna do the white paint first because that's kind of hard to cover. Well, it's not hard to cover. It's hard to paint on top of something. You guys, my tan line, do you see that? This is what happens when I go outside. Anytime I go outside, we could take a walk around the block, which is what happened. My little farmer's tan. See, this is why I always wear sleeves, and I forgot. And now it's like bugging me. You guys, just don't look at yourself, okay? I got it. Yes, we are live. Yeah, well, if you're watching a replay, obviously it's not going to be live, but there's a little red button that says live. If it's above my head, then we're live. If it's not there, then it'll be a replay. Okay, so we're gonna take, I'm already smearing this stuff everywhere. We're gonna take the white and we're gonna come around. Let me scoot this down so I don't get it all over my table. And I'm just gonna come with the bigger of the two brushes that come in the artist tool set, you guys. And I'm just gonna pull it around the edge. I'm trying not to get on the table, because if I get it on the table and then I move my round back to that area, I'm gonna get white on the front part, and we don't want that because we really like the front part. It looks super cute. Okay, so I'm only doing this outside portion because we're gonna put a little bit of green on the very, very outside, and then the inside will be red. Well, the lighter red that we created. Oh, do a tilted watermelon, is that what you're saying? That could be cute. I'm sure it would be cute. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm gonna wipe that off. There is a lid. Did you guys see where I put the lid? There is a lid, and it is here. I just don't know where. Like, okay, I already put one lid on. It's not up there. Is it over here? Is it over here? Is it under that? No, it's not there. Wow. Oh, ha, I found it. I put it on the red. What a goober. I found it. All right, now let me put that back on this one. It's got a little bit of red in the lid, but it'll be fine. No, don't try in there. Oh, come on. Come on. All right, we'll just paint it over it. We're just painting over it. It's fine. Okay, let's try it. Sanding everywhere. I know, right? Yeah, we found it, but no, it didn't fall. It was totally on the red piece. I saw the lid to the red one sitting on the counter, and I was like, okay, here's red, where's the white one? Well, that's because I put the white one on the red, and the red was sitting out here. It's totally fine. Alrighty. So we're gonna dry this because we want to paint over it, especially the green part on the outside, which is gonna be a little difficult, but we'll figure it out. You know, we are hand painting, so it's not gonna be perfect. As long as you're okay with that, all is well. You know what we could do is we could make a little, like what is it? Like to trace it, we could cut out something. I do have a box somewhere for that. Hi. And then also, you guys, we created a new red, okay? We added a little bit of white in it. I'll show you guys what it looks like in just a second. So this is the red. That's like the bright red. And this is what we're using. I know it may be a little hard to tell because my lighting in here isn't great. But it is cute, and I think it'll work great. So let's go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to clean off my brush, and we're going to clean that right off. And here we go. I'm just going to put, oops, that has some white on it. Let's take that off. All right. Move that on the side. Now remember, I did spray a bit of water in this already. So I'm going to start here in the center, and I will make my way towards the edge. But I'm going to try and stay away from the edge like for a little bit, because I don't want to mix any of the white in just yet. You guys, this is like the perfect watermelon color. I couldn't even tell you the ratio that we put in, but we did just put in a little bit of white. You can always add more white to lighten it up. Plus, you don't want it to be too pink, okay? So, all right, now that we have that, now I'm going to take a little bit of this red again, and I'm going to get closer. I'm going to get closer in here. Yes. Yes. I have a watermelon napkin. Look, me too. I have it too, but it doesn't fit. It's a little bit too small for this round. Okay, so it is a little bit too small, but it is there. I do have it. Okay. Ah! No, I went out a little outside of that. Not what I wanted to do, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it. Let me get this side done. We're just gonna make our way around it. Around. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. Ah. Now, if you feel that your paint or your paste that we're using is not doing you any favors, add a little bit of water to your brush, and that should definitely help you out. Do you guys feel like if you draw a circle and then you try to fix it, your circle just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger? So we're just gonna leave it. I think it looks great. Let's just get rid of some of those brush strokes in there. All right, so that looks good. We're gonna dry it real quick, and then we're gonna do the green on the outside. Ooh, peach and watermelon napkins. I know, well, no, I don't have the peach ones. I have the watermelon one and the lemon one and a popsicle one. Yes. So there's a couple things you could actually do. The bandana transfer is super cute. You could actually take it and use parts of it to do black seeds inside. You could use the little shape from the bandana transfer. If you have that, we're just gonna paint them by hand because I'm just gonna give it a try. Why not? If I don't like it, I'll dry it, paint over it, and try again. Oh, the little white truck with the peaches on it. So cute. All right, next, we're coming back out with our tray. We're gonna do a little bit of green on one side. Oh, I need another stir stick. Do I have one? It's okay, we'll clean this one. Let me get a little bit of water on here. Let's clean off this one. And we're gonna add some green on here. And I want the green to get a little bit lighter as it goes in the center. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do this. And and let's just hope it works. So I'm going to take some green paste. I'm going to put it on one side. Okay, and then I'm going to take some white paste. If you guys are on, be sure to hit that heart button for me. Okay, we're going to put white paste on one side, green on the other, and we're going to get our brush. Let me clean off our brush. This is the hard part, cleaning the brush. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. You are awesome. I appreciate it. Okay, so my brush here has a ton of red still on. So I'm just gonna spray it, and I'm gonna see if I can wipe it out just a little bit more. Over here on the side, I think that just did it. I think we're good now. Oh yeah, well, almost. Let's try on this side. I usually have a second brush, but I don't know what I did with it. Okay, let's give it a try. Throw that away. I'm gonna take a little bit of white and a little bit of green, and I'm gonna just kind of mix them here in the center. I'm gonna take a little bit of this green and a little bit of this white, and I'm gonna mix it here in the center. Okay, now I'm taking over all of the white. So I want this second green to be a lot lighter. I probably should have done it with a stir stick, but it's fine. We didn't. Okay. So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna come over here on the edge of this. So I actually picked up a little bit of darker green on one side and the lighter green on the other side. And I'm going to start up here and pull. You can do it. My arm doesn't turn. Ah, ta-da! Okay. Well, I'm glad that worked the first time. I'm just gonna go back over it real quick. So I can get this side. Because this side is what I couldn't get. And don't turn your brush around, you guys, because you won't have the same colors. Okay? All right. Hope that makes sense. And again, if it seems to be a little bit on the thick side, all you have to do is add a little bit of water to your brush. Okay? So now we have our green, our red, and I'm gonna dry this real quick, and we're gonna put our little dots. I think it looks amazing. Ink to your craft room, an ink, an A ink. What does that mean? Hi. Okay, so type in the word summer, and I will send you the info on where to get the stuff, and then if you get it, and you need to come back and watch this tutorial, feel free to save it or share it to yourself or share it to a friend so you don't lose it, because that's me. Like when I find recipes on Facebook, I have to save it or I actually send it to my husband or my mom or my sister. just so I know where to find it when I need it. Okay? All right, so now that we have that done, we're gonna come back in and we're gonna do the little black seeds. That's a little red. Okay, where is the black? I think this is it. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna scoop some of this out into the lid. And then I'm gonna spray it with some water, okay? I'm actually gonna spray it with some distilled water. And I'm just gonna mix it up so it waters down just a little bit. Gonna make it a lot easier for me to paint with, because sometimes our paste can be a little bit on the thicker side. But I hope you guys are loving this so far. I think this is just the cutest little thing. This is like the best watermelon I've ever painted. Ha. Thank you. All right, so let me do a practice run on a seed. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pretend that this is it, and we're gonna, no, that's too big. Oh, that's funny looking. Yeah. Okay, I think I got it. Not too thick, not too thick, not too thick. So you're gonna wanna use maybe the top part of the brush, not necessarily the sides of it. All right, here goes nothing, y'all. Let me take off a little excess paint. Here we go. I need to look at a watermelon. That's what I need to do. Let me look at the watermelon. Okay, we can do this. I don't think this paintbrush is gonna do what I need it to do. Y'all, I'm so quiet now. We're just gonna, there we go. All right, start small and flatten out the brush just a little bit, huh? Ah, my finger. Okay, so I'm gonna fix the ends of some of these. Okay, we'll do one right there, I guess. I shouldn't have done that, but I did it anyway. Okay, does it need a second row of seeds, or I think that just might be good, huh? Tell me what you think. Does it need a second row of seeds, or are we done? Tell me your thoughts while I dry this. Hungry for watermelon? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, cool. I'm glad it looks like a slice of watermelon, so we're on the right path, okay? More seeds. It looks fine. I feel like I need to look at a watermelon besides this. Where do I put them at? Yeah, Yeah, but it's a picture. It's supposed to be perfect, right? Okay, so should I do like a couple, like a second row in here? Random seeds. All right, let's do this. Ooh. Sprinkled in the middle. Ooh, that's not a cute seed. They all can't be pretty, right? I'm wondering if I should put one right here and right here. Y'all, this is hard. This is hard. Does that look good, or do I need another one? That's enough? Okay. Okay, cool. I've got 2 that said yes. Enough. All right, we're gonna leave it. Oh. Okay, we're getting more leave it than we are adding more. So we're gonna leave it. Okay. Are you guys ready to see what it looks like? All right, let's take this off. The peel. Oh. Look how cute it is. I think it's so cute. Okay. So now we're gonna put the word summer like right above it, okay? And then we're gonna put the word hello above that. But I'm kind of thinking, should we paint this white and then do the letters in black? Because I originally was just gonna do the letters in white, but I almost feel like painting this little section would look better. I think so. I think so. Tell me, would you leave it and do the blah, 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 letters in white, or paint white, letters in black? Tell me. Tell me what you think, and I'm gonna check on this and see how I like it. I'm gonna put our placement tape down just so I have it there if I want to paint. All right, paint. See, we're on the right track, you guys. Is this the one that I paint with? Yes. Or is this the one I paint with? No. Okay. Let's clean out our little paintbrush real quick. And we do need to clean it all the way off real quick because we are going to be using white. Now, you could have a separate paintbrush for your white. I typically do. Do I have it here right now? No, I don't. Where is it? I have no earthly idea. But it's okay. Here we go. Oh, I need to cut off. Oh, maybe we'll just paint the whole thing white. We'll just do the whole thing white. How about that? How about that? Let me add a little bit more water in here. Mix that up. That way it is a lot easier to paint with. Now, I do have 2 jars of white. This one was starting to get a little bit low. And so what I did was I actually just turned it into my painting white. So I added water. It's a lot thinner than my other one is. Okay. Ooh, that would be cute. A little white and red ombre. You're right, that would be cute. But I probably will just stick with the black just because I think it's gonna look best. And it would be much easier for me to sell it if I were going to sell it. Because most people like a little bit more simple, not too much color, and I think the watermelon is already pushing the color limits. So, got a clump there. I might have a couple more clumps, but where do you get the sprayer? I sell the sprayer, Kathy, on my website. You can grab it. If you type in the word summer, it'll tell you all the supplies for here. And if you click that link, it'll take you to my website and you can just add it. It's called a fine mister, if that's the one you're talking about. Okay. And I love it. It's great. All right, I need this to be a little bit easier to paint with. So we're pulling in the white down here. Let's get some going around the edges. Up at the top, and we're almost done. And again, hit that heart button if you haven't yet. Feel free to send this to somebody who loves watermelons or loves painting, or feel free to share it to your page or something if you want to go back and watch it later. All right, so I've got to get in some of the little creases on the wood. Just make sure you're covering in all of those. And we're almost done. Come up to the top. I'm going to clean off my desk before I move the round because I have painted all over it, and I don't want it to get on the back side because on the back side we already have the other side finished, right? We did it last week maybe. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Kind of helps the brush just slide across when it tends to thicken up because it's already drying, you guys. This stuff dries so fast. All right, so I'm just getting out some of the marks or some of the paint strokes that I don't want in here, as well as some of the clumps, because I do have a couple of clumps in here. All right, looks good. And, okay. Let me close this. Let me pick this up. All right, let me get in here and clean so the paint doesn't go through that. All right. And let's clean the desk. We're gonna put the words hello summer on it, and then we're gonna put a bow as well. All right, let's dry it. Yes, it's perfect. Perfect. Yeah, you could totally do this on a pizza pan. The shadow effect with 2 letters. I have done that before. I will not do it on this one, but you could. I know that I do have a couple of them already done, but it is also fairly simple. So once you place down what you want, dry it, okay? Dry it, and then line it back up. When you line it back up, you want to shift it either up and to the right, up and to the left, down and to the right, down and to the left. It's got to be one of those 4 options. I mean, you could just slide it to the left or right as well, but I like to slide it up a little bit and to the right a little bit. That way the lettering underneath stands out behind it and it looks like a shadow effect. I don't know where it's Hello Summer. Yes. Ombre, red, white, and green. You could. You definitely could. We're just going to do it in black, but you guys can grab it, and I can't wait to see how you do yours. I think the green and the red ombre would look adorable. I really do. I think it would look adorable. So if you haven't yet, again, comment summer, and I'll send you the link where you can get this stuff. I'll even send you the link if you just want to get the colors that I used and you just want to draw it yourself and then put something else up here. You can totally do that, or do it on a pizza pan, but at least you have the information with the colors that we use. All right, so we are needing to dry this all the way. This dryer you can also get on my website if you need one. I love it because of the color. Let's be honest. Oh, a bite out of it would have looked super cute. Not sure I would have been able to pull off a bite mark, but I do think that would be super cute too. So I do have a couple of clumps in here. Those are taking a little bit longer to dry because I didn't quite get all of those out. No biggie. We just go and dry them. So I will use surface wax because I don't want the white paste to come up. Okay. And I think surface wax should be back next week. We're almost there, you guys. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys like it. Hit the heart button if you haven't yet, or hit it again. Let me turn on my glue gun. All right, let's bring out the wax. I'm going to open up the black paste just to air out just a little bit. Sometimes the black paste can be a little bit on the thin side, okay? So if you just open it up before you're going to use it, should be good. All right, I need to wash or do something with the wax applicator, so I'm just going to use a napkin because I don't want to get the gold or the shimmer harvest that we used for that sign behind me, this one right here. I don't want to get that all over the white. So I'm just going to use a paper towel. Like I said, our surface wax will be back in stock next week on my website, so you can grab that then. Okay. Let me wipe down the side. There was some paste on there. Here we go. So now we're gonna put the words Hello Summer on here. We're gonna do the word summer first. There's also sunshine. You could do sunshine, and we could, oh, we should do that. You guys, next time. What is it called? A sunflower. And then do sunshine. That would be so cute. Oh, I haven't even cut this yet. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys how I cut this, the bigger ones. Where is, oh. Sorry, I still don't have everything back in its place from when I went out of town. Isn't this that cute? I have somebody, gave it to me, and I love it. Okay, so I take an X-Acto knife, and I just go lightly along those lines, okay? And that just picks it right up. Okay, sometimes you'll get the little strings, just cut them off is fine. It's not a big deal. All right, let's bring that back up here. Watching paint dry. Determine how you finish the wording. The ribbon. Yeah, I'm gonna do a pretty small ribbon. Well, I mean, you can do small one. It won't be huge. We'll figure it out. This round, I believe, is 17 inches. I think it's 17 inches. Okay. So we're gonna get the words pretty close. I mean, we could put it right on it, but we're not. We're gonna do up just a smidge. Okay. Make sure there's no clumps underneath because you don't want the black paste to run. So just kind of go over your letters. Sometimes the wax can get a little clumpy, and then sometimes you don't even realize that you have like a piece of fuzz or you have something on the wood, and you wouldn't have known about it. Okay, here we go. So the wax helps the transfer from not pulling up the paint. That's mainly what we use it for. It also protects the transfer itself from not sticking too much, okay? So if it sticks to it too much, then not only will it pull up the paint, but it will also stretch the transfer when you go to pull it up. And that's what we don't want. We don't want to stretch our transfers because we want to use them as long as we can. And if you stretch them, then they become a little bit more difficult to use. Now, if you've never used this before, or you want to try something this big and you haven't tried it yet, and you use black paste, just know that sometimes black paste is probably like the most stubborn color. I absolutely love using it, but it does take an adjustment sometimes, and I do feel like it can get a little bit messy. Okay, a bit messy. It usually ends up all over my hands somehow because one little dot of black paste will go a mile. It will. And you're just like, next thing you know, you're in the kitchen, you're just like, where did that black paste come from? And I'm sure it was somewhere on your hand or your elbow. All right, so I'm going to be careful. I'm going to remove it slowly. I'm just going to watch to make sure everything looks good. Before I completely remove this from here, I want to make sure it looks good. It looks perfect, then I'm going to remove it. Mainly because if it's not perfect, you can always just lay it back down in the exact same place and fix it before you pull it up. Okay? Now, when I use black paste, I always clean my transfers right away. Well, I always clean my transfers right away, period. But especially when you use black paste. And I know you guys can't see inside this drawer, but I have one of those foam bath mats, okay? And it's in my drawer, so that way my drawer doesn't get all wet, like if I were to put in a towel instead. So I'm just cleaning it with something called a board eraser. I soak it up with some water, and then I just clean the front and the back off to remove the paste that we just used. And then you're gonna let it dry sticky side up. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. We're going to dry this and do the word hello. Do you sell the transfers and the wax? I sure do, Cindy. Just type in the word summer and I will send you the link to all of the supplies. I do sell the wax, but unfortunately it's out of stock right now. It's like hot commodity. It's literally like gold. So when you see it, you get it. It will be back in next week though, okay? But yeah, go and grab these. I know the boards just came back in stock last week, and this transfer just came back in stock this week. Cindy Uncle's case. Yes, she does. Cindy Uncle. Oh, okay. You were tagging her. I was trying to figure out what was going on there. All right, so now that we have that all done, we're going to grab the word hello and we're going to put it above the word summer. So trying to center this is going to be fun. Now what I'm doing is I am fuzzing my transfer, and I do sell this fuzz cloth too. If you want everything to match, feel free to get it. As long as you're wearing clothes, you can fuzz a transfer, okay? Obviously this terry cloth though is going to help pick up a little bit more fuzz than my dress would. So we do this because the transfers are extremely sticky, okay? So when you stick it to something, it's gonna stick really well, okay? So we fuzz it and we wax when we're layering paste like this project. So let's go ahead and get this in here. Maybe right there. I'm gonna look at it real quick. I'm gonna set it down and I'm gonna look at it. I think this side's a little high. Let me try that again. I think that's cute. All right. So here we go with our paste. Let me make sure that's all down. We're gonna pull it all the way across. And you don't have to do the little lines. I went ahead and did them, but it's totally optional. All right, let me close up our paste because we are done with our paste. Yes, oh my gosh. Y'all, I couldn't be more excited about this project. I have been thinking about it for some time now, and I have just been scared to do it. I don't know what's been stopping me. Time, probably time. But I'm so glad we did this today. Hit the heart button if you love it so far. We are going to attempt to add a little bow, or a bow, And we're gonna put these back on our sheet. Okay, so I am just cleaning it off with a little bit of a paper towel. I like to put mine back on the sheet right away because I clean as I go. If I don't clean as I go, I probably won't clean it at all. I'm just gonna be totally honest, and it's just because I forget. That's just me though. Okay, so let me get this one as well. I think this one is already dry. Yay! All right, so now it's back on our sheet, you guys. You can save it. I like to store mine flat. Let's dry this. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I really do. I love this so much. It's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, so check it out. Look how adorable that is. Okay, let's check out some colors that we're gonna use. I have red, I have lime green, and I have a black and white checkered, like buffalo plaid. That one was not open yet. You guys, I have so many ribbons, so I'm so glad we're using them. They need to be used, right? What's the point of having ribbon if they're just gonna sit there and be pretty? So I've got those two colors and this one. Now I just need a little pipe cleaner because I like to use my pipe cleaners to put together my bows. Oh, you ordered 3 waxes last time? I know, right? Sometimes we have to. So let's see. We may just do our normal, this bow. I think that may work. So I'm going to cut it a little bit long. And I'm going to do the same thing for these. And then we'll just cut them shorter as we go. Right? Okay, I'm done with this one. Put that one there. All right, the green probably can go about here. The red will be a little shorter. Green will be in the middle. All right. Good guess. So we're gonna start with this one. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do. Okay. If you are new and you haven't been watching how I do my bows, okay, I have my ribbon and I just create a little awareness loop. Pull this down to the center. Okay, pull it down to the center here and we just kind of squinch it up together, right? And that's your bow. Ta-da! So what I do is I take a pipe cleaner, I'm gonna pull it around to the center and I'm gonna twist it like once or twice. Okay, I'm gonna leave it open because we're gonna do the exact same thing. Now, if you're using a ribbon that only is one-sided, be sure that you're doing your ribbon correctly. As in, make sure you see the design when you loop it. Okay, so we're gonna put that in here and we're gonna give this a little twist as well. And then we're gonna do our red one. Our red one's a little bit more sheer, so I don't think it's gonna be like, it's not gonna be super bam in your face because there's a lot of red on here already. another melon upside down on the top. You definitely could. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm gonna take my pipe cleaner and I'm just gonna wrap it around to the back. So, and then do a couple of loops here. Now I am going to keep this ribbon, this pipe cleaner on here, and I will show you why, okay? I'm gonna leave it on here real quick. Actually, we're gonna put our piece around the center because we don't want that silver piece right there in the middle. So we're gonna do, oh, it's so cute. Let's see, what color? Maybe we'll go ahead and do the checkered one. I'm gonna cut off a little piece of the checkered and see if I like that. Okay, so I just cut a little piece. I'm going to fold it in 3. And I'm gonna wrap that around the center and see if I like it. I'm honestly thinking I might, no, that's cute. Sounds good. We're gonna glue this part on. Okay, we're gonna pull that around, glue that on. And you can always use a squeegee when you're dealing with the hot glue because they're silicone. They're not gonna mess up. You can just wipe the hot glue off once it's dry. All right, so now I still have the back on here, okay? We're actually gonna take that, okay? We're gonna take that and we're going to take it and like that, and I'm just gonna twist this top part a little bit. And the reason I do that is because this is gonna be our hanger, okay? I'm just gonna twist it around and I'm gonna kind of, well, I'm just gonna keep twisting for right now. That's good for now. I'm gonna show you guys how we'll put it on here. I love this. Okay, do you see it? There's a hole here and I twisted all of this. Well, what I do is I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it through the hanger, okay? And now you have something to hang it on. Just fold down your little piece right there and you can hang it on the door, okay? Just like that, you can hang it on the door. You don't even have to glue it on. You can just hang it. And then let's say you want to use the other side. Well, guess what? You can just take this out. If it's the same bow, put it on the other side and hang it on the door again. Okay? If it's a different bow, you take it out. You put on your other bow. And voila! Isn't that the cutest thing? Ah, I just poked myself in the face. Okay, so let's put back on our watermelon bow. So this is what it's gonna look like, but I need to trim, we're gonna trim these real quick, okay? So I'm just gonna do a regular little snippet on the side at an angle. Okay, and we're gonna do this side as well. That one's already done. Let's get this one and this one cut. Oh, let's do a little bit more of an angle. That didn't happen. There we go. All right, you guys. And then if you want to add some greenery in there, glue the greenery to your ribbon if you want to, or to the board. Totally up to you on how you want to do that, but you can add that in there too. What do we think? This is one of my favorites. You have to watch the replay, Martha. It was so much fun. You are very welcome. Okay, hit the heart button, you guys. Like, hit the heart button, type in the word summer, and I will send you the detailed list of where you can grab everything at. The only thing I don't have on my website is surface wax. It will be back next week though, okay? So go grab all your stuff. I did get the ribbon from Sam's, the really big rolls, okay? Yes. Okay. So tag somebody you know that's going to love watermelon. I think this is super cute. If somebody's buying a house, I think these door rounds are perfect little gifts. Even if you do this side, or let's say you do something like this, you can reuse this particular transfer over and over and over and make like 20 of them. Well, I'll be more realistic. You should be able to make at least like 10 of them. So, yay! I love it. I absolutely love it. You want it. Okay, you guys, that is going to be it for today. Be sure to comment the word summer. And if you haven't yet checked into Club Couture, feel free to join Club with me. We get to craft every month via Zoom. And we're actually going to be painting this canvas right here. I'm going to show you guys how to paint it, and you will also get the design. Club is $19.99 a month, but you get a design every month as well as 3 paste packets. And it's super phenomenal. Like, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful time to just get together, hang out, and just craft, right? Because sometimes we just don't take that time to ourselves anymore. And I usually don't. Oh, yes. Okay. Alrighty, you guys. Well, thanks so much for hanging out and watching. If you want your bow to stay in place, obviously just glue it. But I'm totally fine with just hanging it so I can change out the bow. But I love it. Yes, with your glass of wine on craft night, it's perfect. Okay? All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night, and I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye, y'all.